r/AskReddit by LaughWithMEmes. People who don't wear underwear, why? At home I wear basketball shorts with no underwear, only at home, because holy shit is it comfortable. If we are talking at home, the only times I have underwear on are if I'm going somewhere shortly, have just come back from somewhere, or there's discerning company over. When I'm at home I'm usually wearing underwear but nothing else, probably for similar reasons. Also obligatory what if there's non-discerning company over. I have dermatographia, so if I wear something with an elastic band, I'll get what resembles burn blisters where the band was resting. It sucks because there's some seriously cute designs out there now. I only have one pair of knickers that has elastic, every other pair are elastic free. All hail boy shorts and low-rise bikinis. My sweat is slightly corrosive, same as my blood, it's something that runs on my father's side of the family, so if I'm sweating my underwear will trap my sweat and I'll get burn/server rashes on my legs and thighs, making walking very painful. Edit, glad my family ain't the only one with this problem. I'll go ahead and give Gold Bond a try. You know the answer to the question. You are just too cowardly to accept true freedom. You ask yourself, what would it be like? Is it better? Will anyone know? You dream of the day in where you can rid yourself of the shackles of oppression. Alas, you cannot, because you are the ultimate servant of the oppressor, fear-driven and weak, so you will always question and always dream, but you shall never know liberty. Not everywhere, but I'm starting to more and more. Started just sleeping, and it was very comfortable and freeing, so I started to leave them off during the day a few times. Feels kind of weird when I'm picking my son up from daycare, like I don't think it looks any different, but I feel a bit exposed. I've been told I put off an unusual amount of body heat when I sleep, and I believe them, because if I have anything more than a sheet over me when I sleep, I'll wake up covered in sweat. So the less clothing I can wear the better. Also, as long as I'm not running or anything, it's more comfortable to just wear gym shorts lounging around the house. Because my butt eats the underwear and makes an unintentional thong, which is not fun. And because freedom too. I'm assuming you are a girl. Are intentional thongs much better than unintentional ones? Yes, because it's not a lot of fabric with an intentional thong. The other is like someone wadded up a sock and stuffed it against your crack. Not fun. Let my lady bits breath. Plus it's fun. Oh, but when I do it, I get banned from the play area and can't be within 500 feet of schools. Panties are for periods and special occasions only. But discharge? What do you do about discharge? I've had people ask that question every time a thread like this pops up. Seriously, I just don't think everyone has that as a problem all the time. I don't. And I mean, what do you do about discharge in your underwear? Wash them. Not a big deal for me. Honestly, the discharge issue is way grosser for me when I have to wear undies. I hate the feeling of putting them back on when they're damp. I never have that problem with just pants. Ever. I stopped wearing them a while ago during a fat phase when it felt like my pants were so tight that even the thin layer of underwear underneath made them unwearable. Anyway, I just got used to not wearing underwear and now they feel uncomfortable. Not much of a reason that I need to wear underwear. I'm not having any incontinence issues or unexpected anal discharges, and as a man I don't have to deal with menstruation. The only time I wear underwear is when I'm going to the gym, so I can prevent any unwanted visuals to the other patrons. Gym and work. Work in uniform, and with some sketchy things, best to have a little buffer between nads and chemical waste. If you have a dick and you've never tried going all natural while wearing a kilt in the summer, you're missing out on the most comfortable clothing experience of your life. I have a hard time going back to pants after wearing my kilt for a day. All natural. Bone apple tea. AU natural. Every time I'm asked this question, I feel like I have a perfectly justifiable reason. I actually just started dating someone, and this question came up with roughly the same response I always get. Which is, wow, holy shit, I get it, my stepmother's father died when I was 13. We were not close, she was a constant source of pain in my life. This is an illustrative point about almost all our interactions. She went to her parents' house, collected all of his tighty white ties, brought them home, and gave them to me to wear. I should point out that my dad was a millionaire. We did not need hand-me-down underwear, and she could have given them to her son. Instead, she gave them to me, threw away all of my existing underwear, then physically examined me every morning to make sure that I was wearing them. After a couple of weeks of this, I snapped and threw them all away. She retaliated in a number of ways, one of which was to declare that I wouldn't have any underwear at all. Which I did not until I left for university. As a broke college student, it wasn't weird, and I didn't have the money to buy any more anyway. By the time I could afford underwear, I was conditioned against it. I have a couple pairs of boxers I wear for formal occasions and some athletic jockeys for when I run more than 15 kilometers. I'm 37 years old, and I haven't worn any since my senior year of high school, 18 years old. Really, the only reason is that I find it much more comfortable, and I get hot easily, so removing a layer is always helpful. And yes, this applies at all times, meaning that I don't wear any when out with my friends, going on dates, or at work. I don't even own any, and haven't for over a decade. My penis has kind of a weird texture and elasticity. It tends to curl up into annoying shapes when in contact with most fabrics. I really hate it when I urgently have to go to the toilet and upon arrival have to spend like 2 minutes unfurling this agonizing pretzel that has formed in my underpants. So I just stopped bothering, lol. Better question is, why wear underwear? I rarely find a good enough reason to put them on. So much freedom, freshness without. Not to mention, looks better with no panty lines. Hygiene. They help wick away moisture, thus slowing the rate of bacterial growth and keeping things from getting smelly and uncomfortable. You can wear jeans for a couple of days without being gross. Plus they help catch any minor leakage for any number of reasons, which gets more important the older you get. When I hike, I don't wear underwear. Experience has taught me that sweat, chafing, and a sensitivity to synthetic fabrics will turn my undercarriage into a raw, painful place after a few miles. Never could figure out why you were supposed to. What is the actual purpose of underwear, aside from thermal underwear, in cold weather? I suffer no discomfort, quite the opposite, in fact. Since I don't see a useful or practical purpose for them, I don't see any point in wearing them. I hated wearing PJs because they would get wadded up. Pajamas got skimpier and skimpier until I took my underwear off. I realized how blissfully comfortable I was and tried not wearing underwear during the day. It feels way comfier. Now the only unders I wear are lingerie when I want to feel really sexy, and that's usually specific occasions. Somehow it also keeps me modest. I only wear skirts that are just above the knee or longer. Most of my skirts are to the ankle and flowy or to layers. If I wear anything shorter than mid-thigh, it is usually around the house or me luring my sweetie into the woods. I just didn't wear my boxers one day, couldn't tell you why. That was 7 years ago, and I just feel like they're extra laundry. Haven't worn any since. Please like and subscribe for more. This is Laugh with Memes. Goodbye.